Which former Red Wings player and his wife met Emily for her wish in 2014?
Former Red Wing player and his wife? Henrik Zetterberg.
Yes.
There we go.
How many wishes do you think the Detroit Red Wings have granted?
Over the years? 150.
Actually, it's 26.
26? Okay, I was figuring 5 a year. I don't really know. I have no idea.
Which current Red Wings player took a child to his hair salon for his wish?
I gotta think of the guys with nice hair. Tyler Bertuzzi?
Oh, it was Jimmy Howard.
Jimmy Howard, all right. Well, Jimmy's got good hair too.
Which former Red Wings player hosted a Little Caesars party in 2016 for a child?
Henrik Zetterberg.
You were really close. It was Pavel
Pavel,
Datsyuk.
I figured it was one of those two.
What was the farthest state away did a child travel to meet the Red Wings?
Alaska.
Oh, it was California.
Oh, that was an obvious one.
Name the top 3 travel destinations for Wish Kids.
Disney in Orlando. Disney in California. And Joe Louis Arena in Detroit.
You were actually pretty close.
Okay.
The first one is Disney, so Florida. The second one is actually California also. And then the third is Michigan.
See, I nailed it.
10, 9, 8,
7,
6, 5, 4,
3,
2,
1.
Even in the hardest of times, there is always reason to have hope.
Prior to my Make-A-Wish experience, hope was something that seemed far-fetched, to be honest. It's hard to motivate yourself to keep going. It's hard to see the light at the end of a tunnel when the tunnel is 700 miles long. It's hard to go through so much as a child and have hope.
I think the greatest gift that Make-A-Wish gives starts before I even leave on my wish trip. It starts with that first meeting in the hospital room where someone comes to you and says, if you could wish and dream of anything, what would that be? And that begins the journey of hope, and honestly for me was the greatest medicine out there that, the doctors are so well skilled in what they do, but there's not really medicine for the soul, and Make-A-Wish really comes alongside that journey and begins giving you that dose of hope that you need.
Every time I think about my wish, I feel loved.
My wish made me feel happy.
Hope is essential, and thank you for helping to grant wishes for kids like me.
Every time I think about my wish, I want to do it over again.
Hope is the light at the end of the tunnel.
Make-A-Wish is really, really, really good at giving children the hope that they can't muster up themselves. And that is what they did for me.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome. I'm Brad Galli, Sports Director for WXYZ TV. It is truly an honor to be your MC tonight for Wish Ball, Southeast Michigan, presented by DTE Energy Foundation. Our theme for this evening is, we all have the power to make wishes come true. Throughout the program, we will celebrate everyday heroes in our community as we raise vital funds to grant wishes to Michigan children. You will hear from Wish kids, Wish parents, and other supporters who will share the life-changing power of a granted wish. And whether you are a longtime supporter or new to Make-A-Wish, you have the opportunity to join everyday heroes who are transforming the lives of Wish kids and families right here in Michigan. I want to begin by introducing you to a 4-year-old boy named Devante, who is courageously battling end-stage kidney disease. I would like to share with you how a wish is bringing hope to a family right here in Detroit. Let's take a look.
Devante is very energetic and he's always on the go, and he loves to play with toys and cars. I found out when I had him in the hospital that day, and I didn't know my son didn't have kidneys until he was on the bedside of me in an incubator, and they told me that they had to take him straight to Children's. So I didn't even get a chance to hold him. Look at him now. The doctor told me that he wasn't gonna live past 1 hour, and he's 4 now. So now we're just waiting for a call. They say he can get a kidney any day now. So I'm just waiting on that call for them to tell me to bring him on in, and he'll be ready. He will sure be ready.
Devante is awesome. I have worked with him since I have been here. He's one of our dialysis patients, so he's done home dialysis and in-center dialysis. So we've spent a lot of time with him over the past several years. He loves to make jokes, and he loves to kind of mess around with some of the nurses in our clinic. And so he really makes dialysis go a lot quicker because it's very entertaining whenever he's there. Mom was really excited And I think when we first referred him, he was kind of trying to understand a little bit more about what Make-A-Wish was all about. And like from the start of when the volunteer reached out to talk to them, just getting to kind of like brainstorm ideas for his wish was awesome.
During this pandemic, we don't really go nowhere to other people's houses. This is his happy place. This is his happy place, and Children's is his second home. Like, we always down there.
I think Make-A-Wish has been particularly creative during this time with wishes, because a lot of our patients, initially their wish is that they want to travel. And so right now that's not really an option. And so the room makeover is a perfect example of kind of coming up with something that not only can we do it right now, but also it's something that during this time where it's so scary to kind of leave your house, having something that's in your home, like in your safe place, that is just for the patient is so cool, and is such a kind of unique way to use a wish for a family that they're going to get to, I mean, my patient is going to get to use his room every single day. And so I think it's really cool that wishes are still happening. You know, it's still an important thing that these families get to do.
We are so excited to be part of Devontae's day today. Special thank you to Vanguard Motor Sales for being part of today with us. Devontae loves trucks, so we wanted to bring one by from Vanguard. And thank you to Vanguard for adopting Devontae's future wish. We're so grateful for our donors.
We're just so excited and happy to see this nice blue truck pull up with gifts. It's so nice. Thank you for making dreams come true.
It really is awesome to see the hope and joy you can bring to wish kids like Devontae and his family. We can't wait to complete his room redo in the coming weeks and provide a special space he can enjoy for many years to come. It is so important that you are here with us tonight, because there are more than 850 Michigan wish kids like Devontae battling critical illnesses who need your support. In Metro Detroit alone, there are more than 200 wish kids waiting for their wish to come true. There are several ways you can support Michigan kids tonight. Get ready to place your bids in our exciting silent auction with more than 35 items available. You can head to wishballmi.org, again, wishballmi.org, and click on the View Silent Auction button to start bidding on your favorite packages. Items include a Rolling Stones autographed guitar, a Zender's Stay and Play package, a 16x20 photo autographed by the late, great Kobe Bryant, and a Tennessee whiskey tasting for you two. Not included, a new tuxedo for me. Mine's a little snug after the pandemic. But you do not want to miss out on any of those great packages. There's an extra special opportunity for you to make a big difference tonight with a cash donation. When you support our Fund a Wish by donating to Make-A-Wish Michigan, your donation will be matched dollar by dollar, thanks to our generous match sponsor, Arby's Foundation, who's matching all donations up to $50,000. This means you can double your donation right now by going online to wishballmi.org and clicking on Donate Now. No donation is too large, no donation is too small, and funds stay in Michigan to grant wishes to children in your community. To tell us more about tonight's match and their corporate support of Make-A-Wish Michigan, let's welcome Eric Ballant, Senior Director of Operations for Arby's Restaurant Group.
This year, Arby's found out that it was once again going to be able to be a financial partner with Make-A-Wish. And we thought it would be fun to kind of get some community involvement, involvement with some of our business partners as well. And we thought that it would be fun to put up a $50,000 match and ask other people then to get involved by trying to, reach that amount as well. And as a matter of fact, we actually have a window detail on our drive-thru windows that has a barcode that our guests can scan. It will actually take them to a website and help them learn more about the Make-A-Wish organization and allow them to make a donation at the same time. And I believe that through these match sponsorships, we have the opportunity of fulfilling our goal of raising money for the Make-A-Wish organization, while at the same time fulfilling another one of our Arby's values, which is having fun.
A special thank you to Arby's Foundation for this generous match. If you haven't already gone to wishballmi.org to make your donation, now is the time. Make-A-Wish Michigan is only able to grant wishes because of community support. So every dollar helps to create incredible experiences for Michigan kids. Fun to Wish will be open all evening, and anyone who donates $100 or more will receive one of these great Make-A-Wish star pins. Pretty special. Proud to wear one tonight. As we continue with our program, I want to take a minute to thank our sponsors, our corporate friends and individual sponsors who are so vital to this mission, and we are grateful for their support. A great big thank you to tonight's presenting sponsor, again, DTE Energy Foundation, who helped make tonight's event possible. Thanks so much for your generous support. We deeply appreciate the support of our lead sponsor, St. Joseph Mercy Health System, and all of the hard work by their healthcare professionals on the front line of this pandemic. And we again want to thank Arby's Foundation for their fantastic match sponsorship. I'd also like to recognize tonight's strength sponsors, Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, Macy's, Jerry and Josie Norcia, and Oliver Wyman Company. A special thank you as well goes out to our Joy sponsors. The outpouring of support from all of these wonderful sponsors, truly incredible. Thank you to each and every one of you. And thank you to all of our power sponsors. We appreciate our tremendous community that surrounds Wish families to fulfill the Make-A-Wish mission. Finally, we want to thank our magazine sponsor, Our Detroit, and our in-kind sponsor, I Am Brandon, for your support of this event. We are so grateful for our 2020 Wish Ball sponsors. Make-A-Wish Michigan is continuing to grant these life-changing wishes right now because of supporters like you. A wish is about providing strength. It's about providing hope and a transformation to families in the midst of difficult medical challenges. Be sure to take a minute and go to wishballmi.org and bid on the silent auction items and make a donation. You can join the many heroes in our community who are making more wishes come true for brave Michigan kids battling critical illnesses. I would now like to introduce our Wish Ball co-chairs, Jerry and Josie Norcia. Jerry is president and CEO of DTE Energy, and Josie is a force of nature in the community through all of her work, and she's an inspiring passion from Make-A-Wish Michigan. Welcome, Josie and Jerry.
Well, welcome to Wish Ball Detroit 2020. What an exciting event. I think we've got a wonderful evening in store for you this evening. And I like the fact that I don't have to wear my tuxedo tonight and that I can be a little more casual. My co-chair this evening is a very special person, and certainly the love of my life, my wife, Josie Norcia. She is co-chairing this event, and not only is she a force for good and what's great in our family, but also has been a tremendous force for good in the community. And we look forward to this evening, and I hope you have a great time and enjoy yourself.
Thank you, Jerry. First of all, I want to thank all my committee members for making this happen and make it very successful tonight. And I'd like to thank the staff at Make-A-Wish and thank you for all your help. And thank you to our sponsors for making this possible for tonight.
We all have the power to make wishes come true this evening and to be a force for good in our communities, especially for Wish kids in the state of Michigan. But none of that is possible without your support and your sponsorship. So DT is thrilled to sponsor this event and make wishes come true. As DT Energy, we're so proud to sponsor an enhancement for a Wish kid, an amazing Wish kid, Izzy. And she is part of a military family. So let me introduce you to her family.
Today we are in downtown Milan for a special wish enhancement for Wish Kid Izzy. We have a scavenger hunt planned for her today. We'll start at her home with the first clue, and she will stop at some of her favorite spots, and then we have a surprise for her here right at the park. We are so grateful to our friends at DTE Energy Foundation for sponsoring this enhancement and for being presenting sponsor for Wish Ball. We could not grant wishes for Michigan children with critical illnesses without the support of the community, and we're just so grateful for partners like DTE Energy Foundation.
What's it say? Clue number 1. We heard you love yummy sweets. Where do you buy your favorite treats?
Door.
Life is sweet. All right. So we're going to walk down to Life is Sweet to get your next clue.
downtown. Help me put fires out. I'm a big, red, and bright. My sirens are loud and flashy light. Where can you find me?
What do you think that is? I zip out. What is it? A fire truck? Good job. So where do we need to go find a fire truck?
Fire station.
Yeah, but you can go this way to go to the fire station. When lightning strikes and you're out of electricity, I pull up to bring power to the city. I stand tall with a bucket that goes up, up, up. Find me in the parking lot with Louie the lightning bug. Say hi, Louie the lightning bug. Give him a hug. Hi, Macy. All right, it says, walk along the sidewalk where you will find a spot with tables, chairs, and linen, baked goods, and a little teapot. You are a brave little girl, has been through a lot. Enjoy a tea party with your family in this cozy spot. You get to have a tea party.
Make-A-Wish really aligns with the work that DTE Foundation does in our communities, because Make-A-Wish reaches out to individual children who are struggling with a whole host of issues and makes a difference in their lives, a positive difference, an inspirational difference, and gives them hope and gives them happiness and gives them joy. And that's really perfectly aligned with DTE Foundation is all about. We like to understand our community and the needs within our communities and help them deliver on what can make a difference for them in the best way possible.
In 2018, we took Izzy into the hospital. They had prior said that she had the flu. I just had a feeling, and they finally did a CT and they found a baseball-sized mass in her brain. So we got sent over to Mott from St. Joe's, and they admitted her, and within 48 hours she was in a 12-hour brain surgery.
Everything's been really rough, but we know that there's people in our corner, and that's the most important thing. And whenever we feel alone, we know that we're not. And those people tend to come out of the woodwork, similar to today, and just remind us that we are loved, we are supported, and that she is a very important person. And she's gone through a lot, and she's very strong.
Did you have a great day? Yeah?
To Izzy.
All right, to Izzy.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Truly, what a great example of community surrounding a Wish family with love and support. It was amazing to see the DTE Energy Foundation and the Milan community coming together to help enhance this Wish experience of a local family. Make-A-Wish Michigan is continuing to grant life-changing wishes right now because of supporters like you. Go to wishball.mi.org and help make wishes come true by making a donation and bidding on silent auction items. Don't forget that you can double your support tonight with donations matched up to $50,000. It only takes a few minutes, but it can create experiences for Wish kids and families that will last a lifetime. At this time, Julie Booth, CFO of Rocket Companies and chair of the Make-A-Wish Michigan Volunteer Board of Directors, along with Karen Davis, president and CEO of Make-A-Wish Michigan, join us now to share how the Make-A-Wish mission is moving forward and why hope is essential now more than ever for Michigan Wish kids and families.
Thank you, Brad, and good evening, everyone. We're excited to be here with you this evening as we celebrate everyday heroes and raise vital funds to grant wishes for Michigan children battling critical illnesses. We all have the power to make wishes come true, and we're so glad that you are tuning in tonight. On behalf of our board of directors, thank you for joining us for our virtual Wish Ball. A special thank you to our co-chairs of tonight's event, Josie and Jerry Norcia. We're grateful for your compassionate leadership and your incredible support of our mission. For all of you who are hosting watch parties this evening, thank you very much. Karen is going to share with us more about how our mission is moving forward and why your continued support is so important. Thank you again for joining us tonight and making a difference in the lives of children in our community.
Thank you, Julie. Hello, everyone. What a terrific evening to make wishes come true. I'm so happy that you have joined us tonight for our virtual Wish Ball. Now more than ever, we are seeing the impact everyday heroes are making in the community to provide vital services and help grant wishes. Whether you are a donor, a community supporter, corporate friend, referral source, or volunteer, you can be a hero for our Wish Kids and families. It's truly inspiring and humbling to see our caring Michigan community step forward and make a difference in the lives of our Wish Kids. I loved seeing our wonderful friends from DTE Energy come together for that special enhancement for Wish Kid Izzy and to celebrate this wonderful military family. And it was so heartwarming to see Devontae's anticipation for his room redo and hear about how his new space will provide such a special respite for him as he battles his critical illness. These are just a few of the courageous Michigan children whose lives you are changing tonight. Despite the challenges and changes we have all faced in the midst of this pandemic, our mission is in motion because of supporters like you. Over the past summer and into this fall, we have continued to grant wishes to Michigan Wish Kids like Cherish, who wish to have a Michigan family vacation, and Oren, who wished for an outdoor clubhouse, and Dorian, who wished for an online shopping spree. As we navigate these unprecedented times, Make-A-Wish Michigan is delivering our mission in new, innovative ways. And yet one thing that hasn't changed in these past months is that children throughout our state continue to be newly diagnosed every day. These kids, facing challenges that we wouldn't wish on any adult, need support and strength from our community. And despite doing our best to be nimble and agile to meet current challenges, we have more wishes in our program than we are currently able to grant. Funding determines the number of wishes we can grant each year and the pace at which we can grant them. More funding equals more children receiving a wish. It's that simple. And we don't want Michigan children waiting a single day longer than necessary to experience the transformational power of a wish in their lives. Hope is essential, and tonight you can bring the superpowers of support and love to our Wish Kids and families. Thank you for being a hero for our Wish Kids and using your powers to be a force of good in our community. Now, I'm excited to share more about the medical impact of a wish and why wishes are so vital to children in our community battling critical illnesses. Let's take a look.
Since I have the chance to work with our physicians across the state as chapter medical advisor, but also on the National Medical Advisory Council, I think I can speak for all of those physicians who have seen firsthand the incredibly healing power of a wish. These are physicians who each and every day work with critically ill children with a variety of different diagnoses, but with one common theme, and that is that the power and strength of a wish experience comes into their lives at a time when it's most needed, and it adds an additional dimension of healing that we simply can't do alone in the medical field. I think some of the special aspect of being involved in Make-A-Wish, it's really twofold. One, I remember of the old children's story of stone soup and how the community all comes together, and at first it's just kind of a boiling pot of water, and all of a sudden somebody has some potatoes to add, and somebody else has some carrots, and somebody else has some turnips, and all of a sudden it's this wonderful, bountiful feast that benefits the entire community. I think of coming together in a wish that way because there are not only the donors and in-kind folks who help provide aspects of the wish volunteers, the team that shows up to send the child off for their wish, the limo driver, the folks from the airlines who find out that there's a wish child headed off for their wish experience. It's a common bond of an entire community of people who are important in the lives of that child and family coming together in an extraordinarily special way. One of the amazing strengths of the Make-A-Wish organization has been their ability to pivot in these very challenging and unprecedented times of COVID. Unfortunately, we know that some of the most frequently desired wish experiences, things like theme parks or sporting events or even travel on the airlines right now, has become impossible. And so to watch the organization kind of rise to the occasion and work with children and families to make sure that even if a wish has to be delayed or deferred for a period, It's an organization that has found ways to still find solutions, to still get to yes, and to find a way to make a child's most sincere, heartfelt wish come true. That's an amazing talent on the part of the organization, and one that I think deserves our community's most generous support and encouragement as they go through this difficult time.
Now, I'm excited to share a special story of a Wish alum who was the 5,000th Wish kid to receive a wish from Make-A-Wish Michigan. His story demonstrates the lasting impact of a wish. Let's take a look.
I was a really active kid. I loved playing outside. I didn't necessarily really enjoy playing video games or just sitting down. I really wanted to be outside playing and doing things with my dad. Like, this is a lot of fun to think about this. And so yeah, it definitely gave me an incredible spark of hope to, like, man, this is just awesome. And it was definitely something for my parents would be like, if I was ever down, I was like, hey, let's go on, let's look up, different treehouse ideas, let's get out of this funk, and if you've ever been in a hospital like that, there's a lot of funks, so there's a lot of time on your hands. When I heard that I was the 5,000th wish of Michigan, it got to be actually something very special for me as an 8-year-old coming out of leukemia. They brought a limo, and they did a huge party downtown Brighton, where I'm from. It was an absolute crazy event. There were so many people there that I didn't even know that just came up to me and gave me hugs and said, we know about you, we know about your story, and we know that you're the 5,000th wish. Once the wish was finally granted, it was a really special day. We had known that some of the builders were gonna show up that day, and I don't know if I slept. It was like Christmas night, It was just such an exciting moment of, wow, the wish that I put on paper and sent in is now being granted for me as an 8-year-old. I just want to tell the supporters that the things that they're doing actually matter, and Make-A-Wish is like a pretty real organization with pretty real people that understand that giving a child a wish in the midst of a crisis like that is just the most enormous amount of hope that you can give a little child or a teen in the midst of that. So the things that you're doing and the things that you have done are amazing. So I would like to say, from the bottom of my heart, just thank you for the things that you've done in my life and the things that you've done in so many other people's lives. Thank you.
What a wonderful example of how the impact of a wish continues well beyond the actual wish experience. And because of supporters like you, Make-A-Wish Michigan has granted more than 10,000 wishes right here in Michigan. Yet, there are more Michigan kids waiting for a wish tonight, and you can help. Take a minute to go to wishballmi.org to make a donation and bid on silent auction packages. At this time, I'd like to share a message from Rob Casulu, President and CEO of Trinity Health Michigan. St. Joseph Mercy Health System is the lead sponsor for this year's Wish Ball. Rob is an incredible champion for the Make-A-Wish mission, serving as the vice chair of the Make-A-Wish Michigan Volunteer Board of Directors.
Good evening, Make-A-Wish family. It's great to be with you here tonight. The term hero has been used a lot in the last few months. As we've dealt with this pandemic across the country, I've had the pleasure of working for one of the largest health systems in Michigan, as well as in this country. And we call a lot of the folks in our family heroes, the frontline staff taking care of folks inflicted with this virus. But I'm speaking to another group of heroes tonight. The heroes who help us grant wishes for our wish kids. Our wish kids who face critical illnesses and have been waiting for wishes now as this pandemic has pretty much shut everything down. But the demand doesn't go away. We are still here granting wishes and watching more referrals come in because many kids are being diagnosed every day with critical illnesses. And that's why I, with Trinity Health, are a lead sponsor for Make-A-Wish, because we want to be a hero to our kids. It was July of 2011 that I first became part of this family, this Make-A-Wish family, when I rode in the first Wish-A-Mile, my first Wish-A-Mile, in July of 2011. And that changed my life. When I thought I was going out to do a 300-mile ride, I came home realizing that I had an opportunity and an obligation to make a difference in the lives of children facing critical illnesses. And from that date forward, I have been there with you and with others, trying to raise the funds and trying to grant these wishes. And now we're in a crisis. Our revenues have dropped, and yet our demand has gone up. We have over 850 children in our pipeline and not nearly enough funds to grant that many wishes. And these wishes can't wait because they can propel these children into their future. Do you know we polled and realized that almost half, about 44% of people who know about Make-A-Wish think that wishes are a child's last wish? That couldn't be further from the truth. And you're going to meet someone in a moment, Amber, who was granted a wish back in 2004. Yes, these wishes really make the difference in a lot of lives and propel children into their future. So tonight, we need you. We need you to donate. We need you to help us. We need you to help our wish kids. I thank you in advance for the support you have given us and that you will give us tonight. And now, it is my pleasure to introduce you to Amber, who back in 2004 as a 6-year-old wanted to meet the Red Wings. And she had an opportunity to meet Steve Yzerman, who we all know is a Hall of Famer and now general manager of the Red Wings. And we reunited them recently so that you can see them together. Thank you.
It was absolutely amazing being able to go into the Joe Louis, which was the stadium that I'd watched since I was a baby. Like, being able to experience and see everything, I was completely amazed. And like the things that Make-A-Wish did, giving us cameras and limo ride, like it was just such an amazing experience compared to what I had gone through.
So Amber, I have a question for you.
Sure.
Back in 2004, you had an opportunity to participate in Make-A-Wish, and you chose the Detroit Red Wings. Can you explain of all the great opportunities you could have had, may have had out there, why you chose to come visit us in Detroit?
I actually chose to come visit you because my dad and I had a really close relationship because of hockey and ice skating. He had me skating pretty much before I could walk. And so hockey pretty much, he was born the same year you guys hoisted the cup. I was born the same year you guys hoisted the cup. So it was always something that kind of brought us together. And my parents actually used it to explain cancer to me. Pretty much like I was 5. So it's like, how do you explain to a 5-year-old stage 3 cancer? So my dad kind of was like, well, I love hockey. So the Red Wings represented like the medicine, the doctors, the nurses, and like everything good, whereas the tumor, the cancer, the nausea, the pain was the Anaheim Ducks. And so like he went in more in depth, and like before surgeries he'd be like, we're on a power play, like, and so he'd go more in depth to kind of help me understand it in a way.
You have no, maybe have no idea the impact that children such as yourself have on the players, the coaches, the organization as well.
Well, I mean, you guys definitely impacted me in wanting to make me help give back to the community and to kids. And I now work with autistic children, and I'm working towards getting my psychology degree. And so you guys really impacted me. The wish continues. Like, I always... Sorry. Well, it's just like, it's such a hard time. And then you get to do this amazing thing, which you haven't been able to do really anything for so long. It's kind of like the quarantine now. And to have people, that you like look up to so much, be able to take time out of their day and spend time with you, it's how I want to make other people feel too.
How incredible was that moment between Wish alum Amber and Steve Yzerman? Wishes aren't just a nice thing to have or experience. Wishes truly make a life-changing impact on Wish kids and their families. More than 15 years later, Amber still deeply feels the impact of meeting the legend Steve Yzerman, and the rest of the Red Wings as a little girl. Her wish experience left an everlasting mark on her life. In my role here, fortunate as a sports director here at WXYZ, I've had the pleasure to cover countless sports wishes over the years right here in Detroit. They're some of my favorite stories that I've ever covered in my career, and that will remain true for as long as I'm lucky enough to do this. Whether it was watching a 13-year-old boy named Chase meet the Red Wings or observing Wish Kid Kyle get surprised before a Tigers game with the news that he would attend the MLB All-Star game, or seeing Wish Kid Terry fly off to football's biggest game. I've had a frontline view of game-changing wishes, and I've been fortunate enough to stay in touch with some of those who have been granted those special wishes. These courageous wish kids overcome so many obstacles as they battle their critical illnesses. A wish invites a child to just be a kid again and return their innocence and imagination at a time where they need it most. We all have the power to make wishes come true. You can be a hero for wish kids and use your superpowers to help grant wishes right here in your community. If you haven't made your donation yet, there is still time. Every donation tonight plays an important role in giving hope to wish kids when they need it the most. Remember, RB's Foundation is matching all donation dollar for dollar up to $50,000 tonight. Take advantage of this opportunity and head to wishballmi.org to double your donation this evening. And don't forget, the silent auction is still going on right now. You have until 6 p.m. Sunday to bid on any of the exciting items to help make wishes a reality for Michigan kids. It has been a pleasure spending this incredible evening with you. Thank you, everybody, for attending our virtual Wishball program in these unique circumstances, and for, most importantly, being a hero for Michigan kids and families by helping to make wishes come true. Have a great night.